Dukes, was it a pretty straightforward decision to extend your contract?
Yeah, for me it was a pretty easy decision in the end. The club's moving in the right direction, and I've got some good mates here at the club now, and they've also signed on with Dan and Ollie, and to be with them for another few years is going to be great.
What were the things that gave you confidence? Because obviously, it was a disappointing end of the season to miss the finals, but are there things that have been put in place that sort of make you excited about the future here?
Yeah, there's been a lot of change over the off season, and it's a pretty exciting time. There's a lot of new kids come in. They're really impressing out on the track in the week and a bit they've been here, and then plus we bring in Scott and Ryan Burton, Sam Mays. A lot of excitement out of those guys. The new coaches. There's a really good feel about the club at the moment.
Dukes, have you spoken as a group with expectations for this year, kind of thing, or do you kind of see what happens in the pre-season first and assess, or is there already goals put in place?
We probably haven't set any goals yet for the coming season. We're obviously want to go better from last year, and at the moment, as I said, it's a really good vibe around the club, very positive, and plenty of excitement. So yeah, hopefully we go better and we go deep into finals and have a really successful 2019.
What's the vibe like in terms of your time here? Is it potentially the best it's been? It's about normal, or where's it at?
Yeah, for the start of pre-season, it's probably as exciting as it's been. There's been plenty going on. Obviously, active in the trade period again, and to have these high draft picks come in and also bolster our list. It gives us a really good look for next year, and then going into the future.
Captains, anyone in particular that you'd like to see get the nod?
No, there's plenty of good leaders at our club. There's plenty of guys, obviously, that will probably put their hand up. Boki's been great, and I'm sure they'll fill his shoes as good as anyone. There's a number of candidates that I'd be happy to have as my captain and run out behind them.
What's your thought on having co-captains?
It's fine. As I said, there's a handful of guys that would do as equally a good job. If there's 2 or 3 of them as captain, I know they'll lead in the right way.
Any difference on the track this morning? Given the first session since Boki sort of made the announcement on Friday, any difference to how it was sort of run with no technical, no skipper out there today?
No, not really. I guess pre-season, there's a lot of guys stepping up at the moment, putting their hand up to young fellas as well, really showing some leadership, and I think the energy was really good getting around Boki on Friday, and he's in as good a nick as ever, like every year, and leads from the front still. Just because he's not captain, he's not going to be out there leading and talking and showing the boys how it's done. So he's still being the usual Travis Boki is.
Do you feel relatively settled with your role now? Obviously finding your spot in defence, and was that those discussions with Ken or your footy department play any role in your decision to stay here long term?
Obviously sort of a good year last year to play a lot of AFL footy helped that, but yeah, I guess the boys over around me in that back line are some close mates of mine now, and that was probably a big reason to sign, obviously having those mates and close relationships, and I guess not so much my role, but probably the hope of team success with the list we've got in the future.
Yeah, but after, I guess, playing a bit of footy forward, pitching in the ruck, you see yourself as a defender first now?
Yeah, definitely. I'll train there all pre-season. I'll still put my hand up if Kenny needs me anywhere else. If I need a pinch hit in the ruck to give someone a chop out or go up forward for 5 minutes, I'm happy to do that. I've got to keep working on those skills, obviously to make sure I'm versatile. But I think I'll be playing a lot of my footy down back.
Well, I suppose getting Scott Lycett in sort of alleviates that need for a second rucking, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Hopefully I'm not doing too much rucking. If with Scott and Paddy, hopefully they can be as good a ruck combination as anyone in the AFL. Paddy 2 years ago, All-Australian, and Scott, coming off a premiership. I think it's going to be a pretty good combination. So hopefully they're fit and firing, and won't have to do too much rucking.
Is there one part of your game you're looking to work on over the summer? Like obviously you're spoiling that you've got a record for the most sports in the game last season. Maybe taking more marks. Is that something you're working on? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I guess want to advance your game each year and take it to that next level. So that's probably something for me to work on going forward. Probably, getting involved more offensively and maybe working on that intercept side of my game a bit better. But, we're doing plenty of that at the moment through our pre-season and plenty extra craft and stuff. So yeah, that'll all come throughout into the new year, I guess.
Is anyone in particular that's come back and super Nick and expecting big things from?
Yeah, there's a couple of young boys that are really training well. Jake Patmore's really running the house down. Billy Frampton's come back in good nick after sort of playing in the AFL last round last year, and hopefully he can have a good year as well.